Bearwood Brown here. I got the second camera going over here. That's a Nokia, not a Nokia, a Samsung GT5830, and it does a good job on the videos. Now, I think these are size hundreds. Now, a size 100 fits. Don't know why I bought these. They're all 205 wide, 205, 215, 245. So let's have a look. See what we get. We put a size 100 on this 195 tire. Okay, do that. Get that chain hooked up across the front. That's number 2. Second thing to do, center the back, push the back over to where it's in the center, and then bring these around. Now here's the problem, straight away. This wants to go this way, and it doesn't even make it back to the loop. It's supposed to go through there. Could you use those in a pinch? With a couple of bungee cords, pulling all that slack in, you'd be okay. I mean, it would get you where you want to go. You just have to keep an eye on it. You know, you just tighten up the slack with bungee cords or something, rope, whatever you got to get you out of trouble. If you're stuck by the side of the road or you really need to go and you only got the size 100s, they're a bit too big, well, coat hangers, wire, whatever it takes. I mean, but I can't advise people to do this. This is only what I would do. I'm not telling you to go do this, because if you don't get them on there right, it could, it causes problems. You have to weigh it up in your own mind which way you want to go with that. So, yeah, I would use the 70s. They're a tight fit. I wonder if there's someplace like in the middle that's a little bit more. The 70s would seem to be just a tiny bit small, but definitely within working range and capabilities. Okay, so I have 3 sizes, tires, chains, and 2 different styles. And, well, a couple of styles really. I've only got one set of these 12 mil in the 100 size. I got one set of those. I got several sets of the regular 100s. Have we done a regular 100 on there yet? Where's the K&S? That's the K&S. See, when you're doing these chains and it's cold and it's snowy and everything, you can have these chains prepared. You could take, where are we, over here? Let's zoom up a little bit. If I knew I was going to be definitely having to put the chains on in snowy conditions and stuff, what I would do is get it all sorted out nice and tidy. Which is, you want to then hold it up, make sure everything's angling down like it's supposed to and there's no kinks, and see, that's not good there. And then take this one like this, and this one, and get a little bit of masking tape or something, or black tape, or a piece of wire, coat hanger, and hook it onto the end of this so you can just take. I'm talking if there's snow on the ground, it's a lot harder. Push that around, and then you can just grab the other wire and pull it on around like that. I mean, some people sell that as part of their kit. Special tool to help push that wire around. Again, hook the clamp up there in the back. Step number 2. Again, that part there. See, it's the width, isn't it? It's how wide the tire is. This tire, the 195 width, is not going to cope with a 200 width chain, except in emergency situation. I don't even know if I would use that. I think I'll just go in there somewhere like that. Try and get that as tight as you can, in as many directions as you can. See, that might be enough to get you out of trouble. You'd have to drive it a little bit, see if it's slipping, and then readjust it, and then use your other tie wraps, wire, rope, anything to kind of keep that slack away so that you can get moving again. So, you know, just about every one of these tires, chains you could use in a pinch, in an emergency on this size tire. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind. Just because it doesn't say it's the right size, if you're in a tough spot, if you know, now you know, basically. They all pretty much go on the same way. They have some way of hooking in the back and then taking up the slack in the front. But I mean, that's the idea. So that's what you're doing in the back. You're hooking that together like that. And the better that clamp is, the better your job is going to be. See, this is the 12 mil, quite a bit heavier. And if you've got the clearance, these are actually not even all that big. I mean, if I had my choice, I'd probably buy some really expensive thools, some sort of mechanical thing on there. But the old style snow chains, they must have been 20 mils or something. They were huge. And I would be quite happy to put the old style on if I knew I was going to need them in a regular, all the time, which is what I used to have to do. I used to have to chain up every night when I went to work up at Lake Tahoe. So you get used to it, making sure you have something on the ground, and you have some gloves and a little shovel or something to shovel the dirt and the snow away. And then it's going to be muddy. It's a mess, but it just depends on, if you got to go, you got to go.